guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanya. This is Samara, and today I'm going to do a reaction video. This video, or actually this channel, was suggested in my YouTube comment section, and I checked it out. The channel is called Tristan Kuhn or Kun. I'm not sure how to say his last name. It's linked in the description though if you want to check it out. But this video is 4 years old. But he hasn't uploaded in over 2 years, so these are all going to be old if I continue to react to his channel. I don't know if he does anything else anymore on any other channels. This is my first time ever seeing him, so but this video is called Aussie Slang, 50 Australian Words and Phrases. And I've done slang videos before, and I've learned some of the slang and phrases that you guys have, but I know I don't know all of them, so maybe I'll learn some new ones today, and we'll see. Twisty came by here to say hello. My sweet baby boy.
What's good, y'all? Tristan here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 50 Aussie slang words and sayings. I've been in Australia for nearly a year now, and one of my favorite things about it is the language here. I love how Australians talk. I love their slang. I love how they shorten pretty much everything, and I did a whole video titled 100 Aussie words and phrases, and you absolutely loved it. So here we go. I'm coming at you with 50 more Aussie words and phrases. Also, if you want to learn any of their like dirty, nasty, like perverted Aussie slang, if you want to learn any of that, I also have a video about the 20 dirty Aussie words. Anyways, let's get into it.
I have learned some of the dirty slang as well. I have videos on my channel if you want to check them out of me learning Aussie slang. There's Aussie versus American, there's Aussie versus New Zealand, and then there's one with an American, a Canadian, a British person, and an Australian. So I have lots of those on my channel if you're interested.
First Aussie word is a snag. A snag is what we would call in America a sausage.
Oh.
There's some snags on the body.
Okay, this is one that I actually have not heard before. So I'm kind of surprised, right off the bat, there's one that I haven't heard.
Number 2 is mint. If someone is mint, they are fine. They are attractive.
No,
it is a
haven't heard that
compliment if
either.
someone calls you mint. Number 3 is taking the piss. If someone is taking the piss, they are being made fun of.
Yeah, this is also a British thing too, so I've heard this one before.
All your friends are poking fun at someone, that person is taking the piss. Speaking of piss, my next one is slash. Have a slash. Take a slash. Slash is to urinate, to pee. I really like it, and I think slash is one of those
I've never heard this one, but that's hilarious. Take a slash. Oh my god.
words that I'm gonna really integrate into my own vocabulary. Number 5 is flog. A flog is a disliked person. Someone's just kind of like a moron. People don't really like, I don't know, respect their opinions, their thoughts. Kind of hard to describe that one, but I don't know. I'll just throw the definition of that one right up so you can read it if you want. Next up is salvo. Yes, they love shortening things here because salvo is just short for Salvation Army. Next up is a postcode. So in America, what we call a zip code, here they call a postcode. Honestly, I feel like a postcode makes like way more sense. I don't know where zip came from, but yeah, here they call a zip code a postcode. Number 8 comes up at restaurants a lot, and that is if you want to have your food at your house, you would ask for it for takeaway. In the States, instead of saying takeaway, we would
say take out.
Ask for our food to go.
Oh,
that's
to
a fairly
go.
minor difference,
okay,
but nonetheless.
Away. Sorry, take out is when you go and pick it up. Yeah, we ask for it to go. Can I get a box to go, or can I get it to go, whatever. Yeah, it's just fast to say to go.
Another difference. While we're talking about food, the next one is teppanyaki. So teppanyaki is just this style of like restaurant style of cooking where they cook it all up in front of you, you know, make fire fly in the air, I don't know, all that cool stuff. Well, we call that in America hibachi. Fun fact though, we are totally wrong in calling
it hibachi. Yeah, we do call it hibachi though.
Hibachi. That style of food is called teppanyaki, but for some reason in America we call it hibachi, which hibachi is a different style of cooking. I don't know why we call it that in America, but
I don't know, I mean, maybe the style that they do in my town is hibachi because the restaurants are called hibachi, you know, so I don't know.
Wrong. Number 10, we got the lift. So if you're taking the lift, that means you're taking the elevator. Yeah. I think you can also use it when talking about escalators, but I'm not positive on that. But yeah, if you're looking for an elevator, just ask where the lift is at. Number 11, we got muesli bar. So in America, we would just call this like a bar or a granola bar, but here they call them muesli bars.
Yeah, granola bar. We just say bar, me and my family. Hey, did you get any bars at the grocery store? And everybody knows what you mean.
12 is hire. Hire is what we would call rent in America, but here if you're looking to rent a car, you would say hire a car, hire a boat, hire a jet ski. Anything that you would say.
That's kind of weird to me because you're not hiring it, you're renting it. So renting does make more sense than hire, because hire to me means you're hiring a new employee or something, you know? So the rent one does make more sense to me.
For in the States, you would ask to hire it here besides houses. For some reason, when talking about renting a house, you say rent, not hire here. Next one is a saying, and that is no dramas. It's like saying no worries, no problem. Like, no dramas, mate. It's another good, real classic Aussie saying.
I always hear
Number
no
14
worries.
is schoolies. So schoolies is this time of year right after you graduate year 12, graduate high school, where a bunch of young people just like take over the beaches, take over towns, and just party because they've just graduated. All right,
No
speed
equivalent
round.
here?
Hoover, vacuum, dart, cigarette, brekkie, breakfast, beater's tan.
I've never heard the dart one. That was new. Beater's tan? We call that a farmer's tan.
Farmer's tan. Torch, flashlight, bog, shit or poop, dunny, toilet.
Bog? I haven't heard bog. That's different.
Ripper. It's like awesome, amazing,
Ripper?
rad.
I haven't heard
That
that
was a
either.
ripper, mate. Budgie smugglers.
I've
Speedo.
heard that.
A copper. Police or a cop. The next three are just minor differences that I think all come from the UK. You know how they spell like something slightly different than how we do it in American English, like for example like flavor? Well, these are kind of similar to that, but they are just a lot less known. And that is, while in America we spell tire like this, here in Australia they spell tire like this. Also what we call a curb, they call a curb. Well, I guess it's called the same thing, but it's
You spell it different. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know there was like differences like curb and stuff. Wow. That's really different. Yeah, I was talking to one of the Aussies in Discord once, and they didn't know what I meant when I said I had to get my outlet fixed. And in America, it's an outlet, or an outlet is a, you know, the square on the wall with where the plugs go in, that's your outlet. But he called it something else, and I can't even remember now what it was. But he didn't understand what I meant. He had to look it up. I didn't realize that you guys didn't say outlet.
different. And then the next one is the subject in school, mathematics. We say math and they call it maths. For some reason they have a little S on the end of it. I don't know. I don't really get that
I think
one.
that's
But
weird.
you use it like the same way we use
I know
math.
why,
Like,
though.
are you good at maths? Next up is reckon. And it's not that we don't use reckon in American English. It's just that we don't use it much. And here in Australia, it's like super.
He's wrong about this. He's a very young kid who probably grew up in some big city or California or Florida or something. I don't know. But reckon is a big word in America, actually. Just depends on where you're at. It's a regional thing. The South, people in the southern states, they say reckon a lot.
Common, like they say reckon all the time. Like, oh, like you reckon we could, I don't know, reckon. Next up is buggered, and that means you are exhausted, you're tired. Similar to buggered, but very different is bludger. A bludger is a lazy person, someone who sits on their ass all day. Next up is thick shake. So a thick shake is what we would call in America just a milkshake. Now they still use the word milkshake here, but it just doesn't mean the same thing as a milkshake in America. Their version of a milkshake is just like milk with like, I don't know, some extra sweetness to it. Number 32, we...
Really? Whoa, that's so weird and interesting. I would have never known that. I would have gone there and asked for a milkshake and been so disappointed in what they gave me. I didn't know you called it thick shake.
Have note or a note. A note is what we call in America a bill. They refer to their currency as a note, and we refer to our currency as bills. Next up, number 33 is the bush. The bush here refers to like out in the country, like in the middle of nowhere. Oh, it lives way out in the bush, like oh, way out in the middle of nowhere. Next up is a tinny. Hey, can you fetch me a tinny? Well, a tinny here is just a can of beer. But if you want a bottle of beer, then you can ask for a stubby. Next up is fair dinkum, and like the textbook.
It's so confusing. I would never remember that. Fair dinkum, I see and hear a lot in my comments and my YouTube and my Discord. Like I just see it all the time.
Fair dinkum is like genuine, like undoubtedly true, like certainly for sure. But I feel like how you would use it in like conversations, more just like yeah, like it's like in agreement, like yeah, like that's true. Oh,
that's how I've heard
it's like saying like yes, but like not just like agreeing, but it's like yes, like you're right. Yes, that makes sense.
I see
Next
it a lot.
Next up is whinge, and whinge is just their word for whine. You can have a whinge, like have a whine, or you can be a whinger, a whiner, same thing. Next up, and I love this one, and that is cooey. So cooey is not a word that you would actually say in any like everyday conversation, but if you're out hiking, you're in the middle of nowhere, and you're in Australia, and you want to know if anyone is around you, you can climb up on a hilltop and you yell cooey, and then if someone will respond to you by saying cooey, and yeah, if you hear a response, that just means I don't know, someone is in the general area. Next up, 39, we got grommet. So a grommet is like a young surfer, but it's usually used when you're like annoyed or like frustrated, I don't know, kind of in like a negative way, like like
going back to the cooey thing really quick, sorry. this is like not for screaming for somebody else out in the middle of nowhere, but we have like a game in the pool that kids play called Marco Polo, and people will do it sometimes, like if they're shopping with their friends and you're in different aisles or whatever, and someone might suddenly yell Marco and your friend will be in another aisle and they yell Polo. Like it doesn't have to be a store, it can be like anywhere, but like people playfully just do that too. And I kind of think that if somebody was out in the middle of nowhere and they yelled Marco and somebody was close enough to hear it, they'd probably yell Polo back. Oh my God, I have a video from a couple years ago. We were watching the fireworks on the 4th of July, and somebody did that. Somebody yelled Marco and somebody else yelled Polo, and I think I was recording at the time, and I think I caught it, and we were laughing so hard, but it was just so funny. The whole thing that happened, like the whole audience got involved in this big, like, it turned into like a game. It was just really funny.
These grommets come from. Grommets are taking all the good ways. I don't know, stuff like that. Next one is a saying, and that is off your rocker.
We say that.
Rocker. Off your rocker means you've gone crazy, you've gone mad.
Okay, so off your rocker is actually a saying in the USA, so he's wrong that that's just an Aussie thing, because we say, oh, you're off your rocker all the time.
Wild, off your rocker. Number 41 is Anya, which is just short for on you. Ah, good on you, mate. They just say it a lot here. It's just saying like good job, but instead of saying good job, they're gonna say good on you, mate. 42 is a rat bag. Rat bag is a naughty child, a misbehaving kid, a little bit ornery. When kids are just being a little bit of a dirtbag, they are called.
That sounds so mean. It sounds so mean. Rat bag? We say rugrats. Like we'll call the kids, you rugrats, get over here. Rat bag, that sounds so like he said dirt bag. It sounds mean.
A rat bag. Next up is kangaroos loose in the top paddock, or how you'd actually say like, guys got some roos loose in the top paddock. But all it means is you're not all like mentally there, you know, got some screws loose, you're a little crazy, maybe stupid, and it can also be used to like refer to someone who's mentally handicapped. All right, number 44 is a word I have more recently learned, and that is eshe, an eshe. An eshe is a type of person here in Australia that's, I don't know how to describe them. I'm just gonna Google eshe and throw up some pictures. That's what an eshe is, that type of person.
Okay, let's look. Okay, so like thugs, like I would call that a thug. I don't know.
And they're just kind of like pricks, dickheads, I don't know, think they're top shit, smoking cigarettes, stealing stuff, like assholes. They're prone to start fights, like it's that type of person. So a couple of the words that I mentioned in my last Aussie vocabulary video was sparky and chippy, which are like shortened slang words for what they call an electrician and a carpenter. Well, since then I've learned a couple other slang words for different traits, and the first one is a brickie, which is a bricklayer, and the second is a truckie, or a truck driver. Number 47 is something that like we do say in the States, but they just say it a lot more here, and that is, she'll be right, it'll all be okay, it'll all be good. They love to say that here, like I hear it all the time. Next up is a booze bus, and it is not what you might think it is. I thought it was like a party bus at first, like, you know, booze bus, you know, get on the bus and drink, but it's actually the total opposite. A booze bus here is a bus that they use to catch drunk drivers. You'll see them all over Australia, parks, breathalyzing people. Those big buses are called booze buses. They are not party buses. Wow. Next one is a saying, and that is bloody oath, or as it's probably more commonly said, fucking oath. And that just means like, certainly, yes, like you betcha, yeah man. It's just a good, solid, like affirmative response. Yeah. Remember, if you want to learn any more Aussie slang, I got tons of it down below, or you can also just check that video out right over there. If you can handle it, if you don't have weak ears, I think you'd enjoy the dirty side of the Aussie language. It gets intense, but anyways, the last Aussie word of this video, number 50, is Straya. Straya is just short for Australia. Yeah, it's like in America, we go America. Straya is the Aussie equivalent to America's.
I love it too.
America.
I think it's so
Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to check out my other Aussie slang videos. Peace.
That was a good video. I actually learned a lot of new words that I have never heard before, but he did them so fast that it's one of those things that they're not going to all sink in my head because there was 50 of them and they were all thrown at me in 8 minutes. But some of those I definitely have not heard. A lot of those I definitely have heard. But I don't know. Some of them I'm like, whoa, that's like you say that? Like the rat bag? Man. That's crazy. Honestly, it just sounds so like mean to me, because I don't know, like, well, in America, if we're like talking about someone who is a person that's just, you don't like them, they're always doing bad things, just, you know, you consider anything negative with this person, you might call him a dirty rat. And then you also say, you know, dirt bag. And if you put rat and bag together, like in my American ears, it sounds like you're calling someone a really bad name. That's the only one that I'm like, oh my God, over. But I absolutely love, as an American, I love your slang. I wish we had more slang in America, because I mean, I know we do, but like, I don't know. We don't have like as cool as Australia slang, honestly. And I love it. And I wish I could use it here, but nobody in my area would understand what I'm saying if I used it. But I actually did enjoy this video. He's very young, and I think that he doesn't like quite understand maybe that there are different regions of the US that might use certain things that he's never heard before. But other than that, it was a really great video. And like I said, he hasn't posted in over 2 years, but he does have a lot of other Australia videos, as well as other countries too as well, actually. But if you would like me to react to any more of his slang videos, or any other types of Australian videos that he has done, let me know in the comments and I will keep reacting to him. But I enjoyed it, and I love learning your guys' slang, because like I said, it's adorable, and we don't really have, like, we have slang, but it's not as cool as yours. It's just not. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and I'll see you next time.